Hi, welcome in my YouTube channel. Today let us discuss about the problem which is asked in November CSIR NET 2020 exam. Okay, it is taken from part C problem. Okay, where more than one option can be correct. Where more than one option can be correct and weightage is 4.75 mark. Asked in CSIR NET November 2020 exam. Okay, so please be focused on this problem and without wasting anything, let us go on the problem. What does this problem tell us? How to approach this problem? Okay, firstly there is given domain function. Okay, domain of the function which is nothing but the unit disk, and I hope everyone familiar about the unit disk on a complex plane. Okay, I no need to draw that. Okay, I hope everyone know. Be the open unit disk and let f is any function which runs from unit disk to unit disk in a complex plane be a holomorphic function. Okay, suppose that this function satisfies the two conditions. Which are these two conditions? At the point 0 functions gives 0, and at 0 its derivatives remains 0. Okay, so now how do we approach? Okay, what does question asks us that which of the following are the possible. We focus on this word possible. As I am, let us difference between possible and in general. Okay, what is the thing? What is the thing and what is the possibility of thing? There is a two different concept. Okay, please be focused on possible. What does he ask? He asks us that possible values. Okay, at half. So don't need to apply any lemmas or the theorems. Okay, just need 12th standard mathematics. Okay, if anyone who is comfortable up to 12th mathematics, he can solve this well and can understand. I will explain just like a child. Okay, please see the video till the end and surely you will enjoy. Okay, so since at the point 0 is my value is 0, at the derivative at the point is 0 is also 0, clearly function must have at least 0 of order 2. Okay, so let me construct a function which must have a 0 of order 2. Okay, g of z. Okay, and condition is what? Function going from unit disk to a unit disk. My f of z mod should be strictly less than 1. Okay, so I have to prove this. Okay, proof. Since z mod less than 1, which implies that square of the value which is less than 1 remains less than 1, since mod of any complex number is nothing but that is some positive real number. Okay, that is some positive real number. Mod of any complex number is either 0, because mod of 0 is 0. Okay, clearly. So I have to work on f of z. So this implies that g of z mod less than g of z mod. I hope you know, since if any alpha is any positive number which is less than 1, okay, implies that alpha x less than x for every x belong are positive. Okay, provided alpha is also positive, because modulus of any complex number is some positive real number. So alpha is some positive real number. Okay, which is less than 1. Alpha may be 0 as well. Okay, less than 1, then modulus that also remains less than that numbers. If that is 0, if alpha is 0, that remains less than or equal to. Okay, remains equality as well. But okay, so let us go on. So g of z mod less than this less than g of z mod, and clearly g of z mod less than or equal to 1. Okay, if g of z mod equal 1, this remains less than 1. If g of z mod less than 1, this also remains less than 1. Okay, which implies that f of z mod strictly less than 1, as we are asked to do this. Okay, and d is nothing but less than 1, takes all those complex number. So clearly this function satisfies all the given hypothesis. So now we have to check the functional value at half, which is nothing but square of half with g's value at half, which is nothing. Now what are the possible values? Now we have to check whether which of the following are possible values. Does g of z, g at half is 1 minus 1, 4 by 3 minus 4 by 3. Clearly g mod less than or equal to 1. If g mod greater than 1, then it will not satisfy the given hypothesis that image of the analytic function is in unit disk. Okay, if g of z mod greater than 1 would imply that f of z mod cannot be less than 1. Okay, this would imply this. So we need to keep j of z mod less than or equal to 1. Okay, so I keep here, so I got this. Okay, otherwise I may not get this at all. So does 4 by mod of 4 by 3. Okay, mod of 4 by 3 cannot be less than 1 or equal to 1. This is greater than 1, so this 2 cannot be possible. This may be possible because equal 1 becomes. Okay, so g at half can be 1 or minus 1. From the given, these two values are possible. Okay, so option first and second are true. I have not used any lemmas or the theorems, just the basic concept of the order of zeros. Since function has a function value of the function at 0 is 0 and its derivatives value at 0 is 0, clearly function must have a 0 of order 2 at least at the point 0. Okay, I use only this concept and apply the basic assumptions of given of this question. Okay, and solve very nicely. Okay, this is the way to do mathematics. Okay, no need to apply this and that. Okay, large things. Okay, just apply, just like the child's, it's reasoning just like a child. Okay, thanks for watching the video. Please share, subscribe, like and share as much as you can, so this can be reached to a person who has much needed this. Okay, so please subscribe my channel and press the bell icon in order to get the notification of newly uploaded video. Thanks for watching the video.